This set right here, Hidden Fates, probably my most favorite set in the entire modern Pokemon era. I absolutely love this set. The throwback to the OG shinies, the Charmander, the evolutions. I remember opening my first pack when the set came out in like August of 2019 and opening up a full art Shiny Cynthia, and I just absolutely lost my mind. Now, at the time, my allocations, unfortunately, for the set were fairly low, so I didn't get to open up a ton of this product. I only got a couple of cases of ETBs. I only got a couple cases of tins. I probably only got a couple of the ultra premium collections, things like that. And some of that stuff we had to sell in order to recuperate what we spent. But over the years, it's such a great set. So great that they tried to kind of recreate it, right? With Shining Fates, they tried to throw homage back to more of these shiny Pokemon. And they released a bunch of new shiny Pokemon. Unfortunately, it didn't go as well for Shining Fates as what it did for Hidden Fates, but at least gave Pokemon an idea of an additional outlet outside of just like alternate arts and things like that they could kind of throw artwork to kind of increase demand and increase popularity when it came to some of their cards. And Hidden Fates brought a lot of people back into the hobby, a lot of people back into the game. And we're going to look at Hidden Fates today and how things are going in the market, because reprints have been, they have absolutely destroyed this set. And that really goes to show you how you need to be careful when it comes to modern Pokemon. A lot of these investing channels, a lot of people out there, I think we all, including myself, vastly appreciate or underestimate the amount of people that are just throwing product into a storage shed or into their basement and into a closet for 10, 5, whatever years. The amount of sealed product, sealed modern product that is just being stored for long term is an astronomical amount. So take whatever number you think it is and multiply it probably by 100, and that's probably the actual amount of sealed product that's being saved for a rainy day or being saved for the future. So a lot of these channels that are saying, hey, invest in this and then in 5 years you're going to get 10x, not usually the case. And Hidden Fates is something that we're going to look at today to kind of prove that point, because it has been reprinted so much. We had a massive Elite Trainer Box reprint at the end of 2020, which kind of trickled into big box stores throughout the majority of 2021 for the first half, where you had January, February, March, April. Every week or 2 weeks, big box stores were adding 10, 15, 20 ETBs, and that was it. Then they would wait a week or two and then add 10, 15, 20 more, so they would slowly pop up, slowly be, into the wild, basically. So it'll be very, very interesting to kind of look at the numbers and how things are going. If you do enjoy this kind of content, hit that subscribe button down below. Thank you to all the people who have been subscribing recently. You guys are absolutely amazing. Leave a like and a comment, because it does go a very long way for the algorithm. We're going to get through this relatively quickly here. We're going to start out with the Elite Trainer Box. As you can see here, not a whole lot of movement over the past 6 months, and we're looking at 6 months of data. Back in March of 2022, this was hovering right around $158 and really hasn't moved much. You saw it go up a little bit, up to $171.02, which was actually its 6-month high that it hit at the beginning of July before kind of nosediving. And now it's sitting at a 6-month low at $154.57. So definitely heading in the wrong direction. If we look at booster packs, trending downward as well, really going in the opposite direction of what you would expect a set like Hidden Fates to perform, especially because the pull rates are good. People are really excited about Hidden Fates. They love this set, but not performing at the same rate as some of these other booster packs that are doing well from the XY era, from the Sun and Moon era. A set like Team Up, for example, which sells for over $20 a booster pack. It's pretty crazy, but if you look at the past 6 months of data from the Hidden Fates booster pack, at one point in time in March, this was selling for $17.75, and look what it's done since then. Down to $15.56, another 6-month low. This set is obviously headlined by the Shiny Charizard Gx, the fan favorite. This card is huge, huge, massive, not too bad to pull, which makes it really good, but I did put the pop reports down at the bottom for each of these cards, and if you look, one of the good things about Hidden Fates is the card quality has always been really, really strong, especially compared to what we have now, where you're opening up Lost Origin and finding cut lines, print lines, off-center cards all over the place. 4,311 PSA 10s that are in existence currently, which is absolutely insane. That's a very, very high number, especially when you compare it to a lot of chase cards from more other modern sets. But you can see this Charizard kind of leveled off for a little bit from March until June, where it was hovering right around that $395, $400 mark, and then it kind of nosedived in August. Now it's all the way down to $365.62, so sitting very close to its 6-month low. Right now it's sitting at $370.30, but very close to that 6-month low. Then we're looking at Greninja Gx here, another card that's going in the opposite direction, but did see a little bit of a blip where there is some success here, sitting at $28.03 currently, which is closer to its 6-month high of $29.98. But still, we just had a 6-month low in August, $24.29 for the Shiny Greninja. Again, a very high number for PSA 10. You're looking at 1,864 currently. Then we've got Umbreon Gx right here. This was a chase card that dropped all the way down to about $65 at one point in time. So it's doing a little bit better than that currently, but still trending in the downward direction. In May of 2022, it was up to $90.39. That's its 6-month high before dropping down in July to its 6-month low. So it lost about 10% in July. Hasn't really recovered, sitting at $84.80 currently. But again, 2,450 that exist in PSA 10, which is another very high number. Then we've got that full art Cynthia that I was talking about before. At one point in time in May, it was at $77.08, again before really hitting a brick wall and dropping like a rock all the way down to $65.31. Now, it hasn't recovered much from that. It's sitting at $65.99 currently, but again, 1,903 that exist in PSA 10, another high number. Then we've got the Mewtwo Gx, and I feel bad for this card because it just continues to fall and fall and fall, sitting at $42.79 currently, just barely above its 6-month low of $42.59, but way off of its 6-month high of $53.37. I feel like this card has been falling for a couple years. Another really high number here, 3,149 that exist in PSA 10. Then we've got the baby shiny Charmander, which at one point in time was selling between $30 and $35. What happened? Well, reprints happened. This card, not too difficult to pull. A lot of the pull rate's very good in Hidden Fates, so a lot of these singles continue to tank because supply is out there and demand just can't match up because there has been so much supply. $11.70 is its current price point. That's actually a 6-month low for this card, about 20% off of its 6-month high, which it hit in May of 2022 at $13.81. Look at this number here for PSA 10s, 4,208 that exist in PSA 10. That's a very high number. Same thing with the Eevee here, another card that's heading in the wrong direction, sitting at $18.89 currently. That's a 6-month low for this card. $21.32 is its 6-month high, which it hit in May of 2022. 2,547 that exist in PSA 10. Then we've got another evolution card here, the Espeon Gx. Not too much of a difference right here in price pointage. But $51.48 is where it was sitting in March of 2022, kind of leveled off a little bit, stayed consistent there before hitting July and then starting to drop. $48.02 is where it's currently sitting. That's a 6-month low for this card. Again, still quite a few that exist in PSA 10, 2,453. Then we've got the Sylveon Gx. I love the artwork on this card. The colors just pop really well. It looks really, really good. And this one was trending in the upward direction. It jumped up to $66.65. Currently is where it's sitting, which is basically a 6-month low, but at one point in time it was at $71.59, so about 10% that it's dropped. In July of 2022, kind of hit a wall again. Hidden Fates just dropped down, sitting at $66.65 currently. Then we've got the Reshiram Gx. This card was at $14.65 back in March. That's its 6-month high. Then really just headed downward like a lot of these other cards. Hit $11.67 before jumping back up in August. Now it's sitting at $12.43, so still much closer to its 6-month low than its 6-month high. 1,818 currently that exist in PSA 10. Then we've got Lucario Gx. This card was selling for $24.05 back in May of 2022. Another card that just kind of hit a wall, dropped. You lost about 20% over the past 6 months, sitting at $20.87 currently, which is much closer to its 6-month low of $20.72 than its 6-month high. Then we've got Alolan Ninetales Gx, another card that's been trending downwards. $17.34 was its 6-month high, which it hit in March of 2022 before dropping to $13.35 at the beginning of August. Now it's gained a little bit of that back, but still sitting at $14.12, so much closer to its 6-month low than its 6-month high. There's 2,085 that exist in PSA 10. Then we've got the Gardevoir Gx. This one is currently selling for $21.13. In March, it was at $27.85. So this one has taken a very big hit percentage-wise over the past 6 months. It dropped all the way down to $18.56 at the beginning of August. It's gained a little bit of that back, but still another card that's closer to its 6-month low than 6-month high. This one's actually not too bad. 1,294 that exist in PSA 10, which compared to the other cards, not too bad. And that is the last one that we're actually going to be looking at today. But a lot of these Hidden Fates cards are getting relatively cheap, so maybe if you haven't filled out your Hidden Fates master set, maybe look at these baby shinies that are out there, maybe look at some of these full art shinies. I guarantee you some of them are going to be fitting in your budget, especially some of the cheaper end full art shinies like Banette and some of those other ones. If you do enjoy this kind of content, like I said guys, please hit that subscribe button down below. I'm trying to shorten up and concise up these videos. I hope you enjoy that. If you do, leave a comment and a like. It goes a long way for the algorithm. Share the channel. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you guys. Until next time, peace.